Guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, host on Intellect Digest. And if you are contemplating to buy a 4G smartphone under 10,000 rupees in India and you are confused which one to pick up, I'm going to compare the four very potent and popular phones in this segment. The Lenovo A6000, Redmi 2 from Xiaomi, we have the Yureka from Micromax, and the Redmi Note 4G, which is again from Xiaomi. So these are the four phones which are priced under 10,000 rupees. This one is at 7,000, this one is also at 7,000, 9,000 and 10,000. So these are the options that you have. In this video, I'm going to compare everything that you need to know about these phones. Let's get started. I'll start with the design and build quality. In terms of design, Lenovo looks fairly fine and it looks very classy as well. It comes with a nice soft touch back, and so does the Redmi, which comes with a soft touch back finish. The Yureka from Micromax comes with a very different finish. You also see such finish on the likes of OnePlus, and there is a glossy white, which is the least premium in my opinion that you get on the Note 4G. If you like glossy, then you would probably like it, but I'm not such a fan of glossy backs. So in my opinion, the most classy of these two are the Lenovo A6000 and the Redmi 2 that we get from Xiaomi. So in terms of overall weight as well as compactness, the most compact phones is the Lenovo A6000, closely followed by the Redmi 2, which is almost 5 grams heavier. And then you have much heavier phones, which includes the Yureka and the Redmi Note. By the way, these two phones have much bigger displays, which is why they are bigger and heavier. The heaviest of these is the Redmi Note that you get on the rightmost extreme here. Let me also talk about the SIM card options. Out of these four phones, these three, Lenovo A6000, Redmi 2 as well as the Yureka, are dual SIM phones, whereas the Redmi Note is a single SIM 4G phone. The Lenovo A6000 supports 4G in SIM 1. The Yureka also supports 4G only in SIM 1, whereas the Redmi 2 supports 4G SIM in both the SIM card slots. So you can put two 4G SIMs and both of them can be used one at a time. So you can have 4G running on either of SIMs and without having to swap them. Whereas the other two phones, the Yureka as well as the Lenovo A6000, will use 4G only on the SIM 1. So if you want to use 4G on other SIM, you will have to physically swap the SIM. On the other hand, the Redmi Note comes only with a single SIM card support. So if you are looking for a dual SIM option, then this one is out of competition simply. Talking about the display, these phones all have 720p high definition display and they all have very beautiful color production. In terms of display quality, I personally find that the Redmi 2 and Yureka come with very nice quality display. Redmi Note is also very good and Lenovo A6000 is also not far behind. So purely on the basis of display, it will be very difficult to pick, but I'll rate Redmi on number 1, followed by other three phones on number 2. This is slightly better display in terms of display quality. After display, let's talk about camera. The Lenovo A6000 comes with an 8 megapixel shooter at the rear, and I'll quickly give you a sample of the same and I'll compare all the four shots. I'll take picture with the rear facing camera of all the four phones in similar light conditions and show you how the results come out to be. The Redmi 2 also comes with an 8 megapixel rear facing camera. The Yureka is with the mightiest of cameras among all these four phones, with a 13 megapixel shooter at rear. It comes with the most high resolution cameras among these four phones. And lastly, we have an 8 megapixel shooter on the Redmi Note, which is very comparable to what we have on the Redmi 2 here. It comes with a touch to focus camera and with autofocus and flash, and these are the results right here in front of you, and you can see that all four are doing really good when it comes to taking pictures. They all are capturing good amount of details. However, if you are a megapixel junkie and want higher details for printing or something, then you can go with the 13 megapixel camera on Yureka. However, the 8 megapixel cameras on other three phones are also equally good in terms of quality. Now let me take a picture with the front facing cameras and show you the quality. The Lenovo A6000 comes with a 2 megapixel front facing shooter, which is not very wide. So I have taken a picture here Let me do the same with the Redmi 2. So this is with the Redmi 2, and you can notice that there is a lot of difference in the angle. Now let me try with the mightier camera. So here we have the pictures that you can compare. We have 5 megapixel shots that we have taken with the Redmi Note as well as the Yureka, whereas the Redmi 2 picture comes with some beauty mode. And if I have to rate the front facing cameras, the best detailing I am getting in Yureka, and the best pictures I'm getting in the Note and Xiaomi because of their beauty features. But if you're looking for something which gives you a lot of details, Yureka seems to be better off all these four when it comes to taking pictures. However, in terms of width of the lens, the optics seem to be best in the Redmi 2 because it is capturing the most amount of details. If you look closely, it is capturing a lot of area, so you can take group pictures with the front facing camera with ease. Talking about the performance and benchmarks, we get Snapdragon processors on all these phones. However, you get the fastest processor on the Yureka, which is an octa-core 615 chipset, which will give you the highest score and highest performance as well. It comes with 2 GB RAM. And also the Note here is with 2 GB RAM, but the processor here is slower. It is a Snapdragon 400 quad-core CPU, which is clocked at 1.6 GHz. However, on the other two phones which are lower price here, you get Snapdragon 410 chipset, and they both have 1 GB of RAM, which is why their scores are also very comparable at around 20,400 mark. And you get 31,000 score on Yureka and 22,000 score on the Redmi Note. So if you are looking for the best performing phone and phone with best specifications to play games and heavy applications, Yureka is the best one to get, followed by the Redmi Note, then followed by the other two phones which are almost alike when it comes to performance. In terms of softwares and features, the Xiaomi phones that you see here run MIUI version 6, which is their latest, and the Yureka runs Cyanogen mode, and this is also a very powerful software, whereas there is Vibe UI on the Lenovo A6000, which is least feature rich compared to the all three softwares that we are running here. They all running KitKat underlying these three operating systems that they are running on top of it. And in terms of features as well as performance, I would either go for a MIUI or a Cyanogen and would not pick up a Vibe UI because I find that the features on the other two are slightly better and they give you much more flexibility. Talking about the price and value for money factor, the lowest price phones among these four are the Lenovo A6000 and Redmi 2, which are priced exactly the same at around 7,000 rupees. Next is in line is the Yureka, which is at 9,000 rupees, followed by the Redmi Note at 10,000 rupees. Out of these four, I find the best value for money on the Yureka because it gives you the best performance and best specification with dual SIM at a price of 9,000 rupees. If you are looking for the lowest price phone, then you should either stick with the A6000 or Redmi 2, out of which my pick would be the Redmi 2. But if you are looking for the best value and best performance for the price that you are paying, then the Yureka is the best value for money. And last in line is the Redmi Note, which is at 10,000 rupees, but it comes with only moderate performance. Summing up my comparison of the Lenovo A6000, Redmi 2, Yureka and the Redmi Note, I find the best value for money on Yureka, followed by the Redmi 2, then followed by the Lenovo A6000, and then followed by the Redmi Note. If I have to pick one with the large screen, I would pick the Yureka. If I have to pick one with the small screen, I would pick the Redmi Note. The other two phones are not on my priority list, but they are also very good. If I have to rate all four out of 10, I would give a 9 to this, 8.5 to this, 8 to this, and 7.5 to this. So they are very close when it comes to performance. If you want to pick up either of these, I am leaving direct links to purchase them from online stores at best prices. They are right here in the description section below this video. Also, we have done some more comparisons among these phones and individual reviews of all these four phones. You can find the links in the description section below. If you enjoyed watching this comparison, don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below. And for more such videos, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.